show.
Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't teach that.
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
Hey! Hello? Hello! Hi! Hey, everybody. It's hashtag WrestlePals, your show about... Okay. I'm gonna try again. Cue it up. Cue it up one more.
No. Hi, T.
Hmm?
We had T. Garcia saying hello.
Oh, hello, sir. Or not, sir?
Just hello would have probably sufficed.
Okay. Pick a gender. I don't care. Hey, everybody. It's hashtag WrestlePals. I'm starting over again. Hey, everybody. It's, okay, that's enough of that. Look over here. It's, hashtag WrestlePal Nate. Me. Top billing. Right out the gate. Yes. I'm not, I could let see, it's not that good. See, I can't commit to the, being the bad dude. I'm sorry. Hey, look over there. It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin. Ever the face. Ever the man. Of science. Really a satisfying sound.
A real man of Zion.
You don't have to sing it.
No, by the way, it doesn't make much sense. Look, it's not about me getting top billing or anything, but it really doesn't make any sense for you to introduce yourself first.
I know it doesn't. It felt weird.
I can't talk
We
to
are
you.
starting over. We are starting. Hey, everybody's hashtag WrestlePals. It's a show about wrestling and pals, probably.
I
Hey, look
can't-
over there. It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin.
Look, the rules are...
You got another can. Open it up. Let me hear.
The rules are I can't talk to you until I'm introduced.
Hey, it's hashtag WrestlePal Justin.
Just saying.
Okay, that's an intro. Real man, science. Okay, we're done. Fine. I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate. That feel better?
I think I have a caffeine problem.
A caffeine problem?
This is my first sip of caffeine today,
Oh,
and my headache is already going away.
dude. Yeah, I do that too. I gotta get. Yeah, like the migraine. I needed cold air and caffeine. I felt a lot better. Much better. Is there even caffeine in that, or is it just straight chemicals?
What,
A
science?
little ammonia, a little bleach. Good for you, right?
It's science.
Okay. They had to change the name because they can't market it. That's
That's what you get.
That's how I feel about
That's
it.
what
too.
you get.
Oh no, Bailey got hurt. Oh no, who hurt her?
Naya.
Hey, look, I was just gonna insinuate. I wasn't gonna say it. Oh man, dude, internet mad.
They do that. The internet gets mad. Are they mad more at Naya than they were at Bree? It feels like they're not. Some circles
Nah,
are.
dude, they're pissed. Okay, look. Hey, okay. Big news this week. There's only one story. Justin, there's only one story.
Yeah.
Like, we had a title change on SmackDown, by the way, on Air TV. A giant story, two giants in the business, and having an amazing match. And guess what?
I didn't realize that saying you cared about somebody was creepy.
That
You're
very
right,
much
that
so.
is the story. Like I didn't want to start there. You're right. Like
It's where you need to start.
it's where we need to start. It's just
Okay.
weird that the word care brings out people calling it that ick factor.
Guys, there's a bit. I'm going to call it still a bit at this point that Justin does during the show. Justin, if you don't mind, please go ahead.
I love Liv Morgan. I love Liv Morgan.
There. See? He does that. He says that he loves Liv Morgan. I'm not sure where reality ends
I
and
mean
it
it.
begins, but what? You don't either?
No, I mean it.
Oh, okay. just
Just from the bottom of my heart.
okay. But in some sort of weird reality, Justin legitimately enjoys the character, likes the work that the person portraying does, and finds them to be an interesting individual, and legit cares and wants to see her do well. and wants to see her succeed and get the recognition she deserves for the work that she's putting in.
I agree.
And that's pretty much where he's at. That being said, Justin has never, and this is I'm sorry, I'm going to tell secrets on air.
Okay.
He has never been like, yeah. He's never been full on creep factor towards her, and I feel like I hope we're both kind of like that. It's like we don't look at women's wrestlers as like objects to be fawned over or anything. We enjoy them as performers, and they're doing a hell of a job this week. An amazing week to
The
point
best.
that out. And Justin often tweets at Liv Morgan because it's a thing to do, right? And it's fun, and I feel he does it sometimes to entertain himself, sometimes to say, "Hey, look what happened. This is cool." And that's pretty much what he does. And Justin, what was the tweet you put out that caused a firestorm, a veritable shit show on Twitter? I want word for word. I need it in your exact phrasing,
Okay, well,
and I want you. Justin
pull it up then.
upset the entirety of Twitter with a simple, very short, quite terse. I feel it was really. I mean, I'm not trying to side with the internet here, Justin, but do you think you may have been slightly out of line?
No, not in the least.
Are you sure? I want you to read it word for word, and I want to hear your tone that you put it out there. And so there's no misinterpretation. I want to hear.
Sorry,
what
I have to
what
dig
you wrote.
way far back because I got retweeted by her again.
What you
on
wrote
Monday.
and God damn it, and how you meant it, Justin. If you don't mind,
What is today?
have I stalled long enough?
No.
Okay, Justin. I'm not saying that the internet may have a point, but again, I want to hear.
Please
what
let me
I-
water your plants.
I want. Did you say that to her?
No. Oh my God.
That would be a little creepy.
How much further back do I need to go here?
Yeah. Is this just you mentioning her? Is that what you're having to scroll through?
No.
I don't think it was
I'm
quite
almost
that
there
far.
because Jenny hopped in at one point and started
Mm-hmm.
taking the ghouls down.
Ooh, there was a war to be fought thereafter.
Well, you know.
Yes.
Okay, so word for word.
Word for word. Here it is, Justin, in his own words, with his own personal stank on it.
And this isn't even like the responses that she got when she retweeted it because she retweeted with comment,
She did. I saw that.
and so there's like God knows how many responses there.
As
These are the
there
ones
want to be.
These are the ones that people hopped in my mentions.
Justin says, and he quotes,
Oh hi at You Only Live Once. I hope it's cool that I care about you. Pretty creepy, right?
any more in there? Like
that's it.
hashtag that butt or something ridiculous?
You want to read it yourself?
Hashtag it is known.
Nope. Even though
Hashtag, I don't want to I don't even want to joke.
I know, right?
Right. Okay, hold it up here. Let me see if I can read it and put some stank on it and make it creepy. As I have gifts, allow me to share. Oh, hi. You only live once. I hope it's cool that I care about you. Well, I can't even make that creepy. That's literally as vanilla and like milk toast. Not even milk toast. Milk toast implies it's flavorless and kind of awful. That was like legit. You just care about. And I know that you don't mean it from a weird place like, hey, I like you. Do you like me? No, it's not even from there. It's just hey. Because you tweeted her often. Always very supportive. Always very, hey, I like what you're doing. That's cool. Keep it up. What kind of stuff do you like? That's cool. I think you're a great person, and I hope the world gets to know you a little better. Looking forward to ride along. This is foreshadowing for the next segment. So she replies.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. 'Cause
with
it wasn't
with
that far back.
two letters. RT
Yeah.
in capital letters, as if to say yes. Look, I'm reading too much into it. RT retweet.
Retweet.
She's retweeting with comment of RT, putting forth yes retweet. Yeah, it's okay. It's kind of my job. I hope that you do. That is awesome. I wish you'd buy a Riot Squad shirt and show your support. Oh, already done. Amazing.
So
Then the internet decided Justin was a goddamn monster.
I know, right?
And they decided to take him down because that's the internet's job, is to destroy people.
She was hosting the Champ Sports Snapchat this Monday, so I've got a lot of tweets to scroll back through.
Oh God,
God, she's so adorable.
Did you
Can't wait to talk.
did you download the Snapchat?
I did not download the Snapchat.
Okay, okay. Her preview for that, she seemed a little off. Like, okay, guess I'm hosting the Snapchat thing. What's up? This is
She
usually
looks like
used
she
for
had fun,
dirty
though.
stuff, but I'm hosting a Champ Sports thing. Please don't send pictures. Oh, they already have, because I guarantee they have. I
Yep.
guarantee Champ Sports got Snapchats of various.
Peepees. She touched my Pepe, Steve.
She did not. Steve, she didn't.
So I want to take a second and tell you why I tweeted that specific verbiage to her.
Yeah, because it seems a little, I don't want to say melancholy, but it seems a little different than your usual fare. Because you're usually a little more playful, a little bit more like, hey, what's up? Hey, you're doing cool stuff. What kind of cool stuff are you into? I dig it.
So,
Or if you don't dig it, you don't mention it, because why be a dick about it?
yeah.
Go
But-
figs.
So they were overseas
Uh-huh.
last week,
Uh-huh.
and
Which sea?
don't worry about it. I think they were in Portugal, and at some point she was talking about her bags, and because her bags went missing,
Along with Sarah Logan's?
along with Sarah Logan's.
Oh,
along with
that's when
Alexa
we
Bliss's.
we
Yeah.
have to tweet directly at Richard Branson.
Yes.
Did you hear anything back from Richard Branson?
No, I did not.
God damn it.
But
Richard Branson, is it okay if I care about you?
I don't think he's gonna retweet with comment.
He's watching. Shush. He doesn't need a retweet. He can just call me. Here's my phone number. 757.
Don't do that.
I've done that before.
I know
still
you
get
have.
I still get texts and calls to this day. It's been like 3 years.
It'd be so awesome if Liv was watching right now.
We'll give her your phone number. See if she calls you.
757.
Shut up. It's a bad idea. Don't do it.
So no, she basically went radio silent on all social media,
No.
and so I thought
Very
maybe she
odd for
wasn't-
her.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought that maybe she wasn't feeling okay, so I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll send her this. Maybe it'll make her feel a little bit better.
Uh-huh.
So I still don't see the creepiness in this. So there's the tweet of her.
RT.
So
As if, yeah, it is cool.
It is okay.
Go ahead.
and
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, again, she follows me. I imagine that she would unfollow
Do it.
if there was something creepy, right? If
No.
that was creepy.
It's like,
And she would also have no problem calling me out because I've seen her do it before.
Has she?
Not to me,
Well,
obviously.
yeah. I would hope not, Justin.
But
I hope you wouldn't give her cause to.
But anybody who's, drowning her in negativity, she
Mm-hmm.
has no problem saying, get that shit out of here.
Is she saying that exact verbiage?
No.
I would appreciate it. Get that shit out of here. That'd be great. Hashtag yes from New Jersey. What of it? Long fat hashtag.
Something about a Jersey girl.
All right. Getting a little creepy over there.
What?
Okay.
And yes, Ellie is 100%. Her and Finn were adorable in the Snapchat.
Oh,
She was
I
showing
didn't.
Finn her new shoes. and
Were
Finn
they?
was not impressed.
Well, were they fire though?
Her kicks are fire.
Okay.
100. That's
No,
one-
to fuck.
That's 100.
God.
That's
What?
that's 100
100 what?
percent.
Percent of what?
Pure fun. Pure
Pure
fire.
Hooray for happy accidents, but it's no mishap that I care. Pump the brakes,
Oh, he
there's
cares.
more to come. Wherever this goes, I'll see you there. The problem child, the tongue is blue. Live his life and it kicks off fire.
You kill it
And
right
yeah.
at the hook.
That's the other thing. I actually sent the tweet first to Ellie to say, "Is this creepy?" Because I was worried that it might come off as
She would be
creepy.
a fantastic filter because I'm sure she gets her share of.
Yeah, well, any
Creep
woman
dudes.
really, but because
Doesn't even have to be a woman.
oh,
This is dude Richard Branson keeps tweeting.
he slides
Hey,
up
I
in
got
the-
a bag for you. Why?
It's a bull bag.
What?
So there's
What?
some people, my response jokingly, this
Hey,
feels
this feels like a yes. Very cool. You know what? It tells a complete story in the space of 3 tweets. You do the heavy lifting, and she gets other people to look at her feet and go, "Look at his goof,
yeah.
goof, not creep,
Yeah.
goof."
And Ellie saying that I'm good people. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's plenty of I hope you know I care about you too. People jumping on the same sentiment, which
Okay.
is awesome.
Cool.
People should be pouring out their support.
Mhm.
This one dude because I opened with "Oh hi."
Huh?
I feel like they think they're insulting me, but that's exactly
else?
what I was going for. By the way, the room.
Oh, hi.
Oh hi. And there's a couple things here, and then somebody talking about the leaked rules. WWE have to approve who the ladies date or hang out with, whatever that means.
Cool.
Here's one. I'm guessing the RT was just for documentation in case Liv goes missing one day.
Did I tweet that?
No.
Because I would say it as a joke.
The bearded smark.
Okay.
Guess that could be you.
Hey. Yeah. But I keep my shit just to myself. I ruminate in it. I marinate. I
This
lay it.
guy. Get in line, bro. What line? What line are we about caring about
Did he
somebody?
say bro?
Yeah.
Was it Matt Riddle?
No.
All right, then.
Bro. Still less creepy than Corey Graves about Mandy Rose. I mean, notice these are all dudes.
All right.
Are you married or taken right now?
Taken?
No, I want love more than you be my girlfriend.
You should answer them back as though they were pointing that to you. Are you married or taken right now? You say none of your business, sir.
No, I want love more than you be my girlfriend.
Wait, no, I want love more than you be my girlfriend. Okay, there's no punctuation. Hold on. Hold on, it could be anywhere. Hold on, hold it back up so I can read that again. No! I want love more than you be my girlfriend.
No, I want love more than you be my girlfriend.
Still room on that EP, Justin?
I guess.
Okay. Secret track.
If I could get to writing it. No, I want love more than you be my girlfriend.
I believe in live.
I believe it, Liv. You do?
Shut up. Shut up. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Well, that's a guy I have to hit off with the. Actually, I have a new Ghouls GIF that I use.
Oh?
To Ghoul for school. It's pretty great.
You're always sunny. Ghoul. Makes me very happy.
Ghouls. Do it. It's just. Why is caring ghoulish? Like, I don't understand.
Well, look. You said
You want the ones?
Jenny jumped in there too,
Yeah,
right?
You want those?
Yes, gimme.
So
Who's
the
the worst of the worst? Give me your worst offenders.
So
now these
there's
are
only
people
2 here.
responding, not only tagging Liv on this as though they're going to get some sort of foothold with her by attacking you,
Yeah.
when she's obviously just interacted with you, but they're making a point to attack you personally. Go ahead.
Creepy.
That's all they said? Creepy?
Yep. And this is the one Jenny jumps in. Nah, man, the world sucks. Caring about people should not be considered creepy.
Uh-huh.
To which they respond, true on both points, but the fact this dude has specifically said that to you only love once is a bit creepy. That's the why? That's the equivalent of me saying to you, I love you, and I don't even know you.
What's wrong with saying that too? Like, I mean, what's the sentiment behind it?
Yeah, love, caring.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's terrible.
Not at all. He knows something about her based on her public appearances and such. Also, she didn't seem bothered by it, so I should you. I've known Justin for a long time. He's a great guy with a caring soul. Okay, fair enough. I only said what I did because I know You Only Live Once is liked by loads of men, and I just assumed he was being pervy. My apologies. So I go
you
back.
automatically get lumped into.
I go back to the original tweet. Oh hi, I hope it's cool that I care about you.
You're not even saying that you necessarily do. I just said you're saying, hey, I hope it's cool. I hope it's cool. I mean, I do. I hope it's cool. You're opening up to a conversation there, if anything.
Yeah.
If it's not, you're welcome to say as much. It's like, cool, I'll leave you be.
And then
I guess.
that's my favorite.
Has that ick factor.
Funny. Just hilarious.
Well, you know what? It's because this has bothered you all week.
It's not bothering me.
It's bothered you all week. That
It's
being
just
said,
I wanted to get it on the air.
you know how you said it didn't bother you?
Yeah.
It totally bothered you. And Justin,
No, you know why it doesn't bother me?
why doesn't it bother you?
Because if it bothered Liv, she would have unfollowed and or not retweeted and or called me out.
Right.
What do I care about these dudes who are trying to be
Okay,
pervy,
good.
calling
Good.
me pervy?
There's where I was hoping to get you to as far as the mindset. Dude, people live online, and you don't need to be that person.
Nope.
Or they take it personal as though this is my personal space and I'm being attacked on all sides because other people exist in it, and can be kind of shit because there's no real consequences for anything, right? Mm-hmm. I hope you don't let that stuff get to you.
Not in the least.
Like, under the same token, I hope she or others in her same position wouldn't let it get to her when people are legit creeps, ghouls, and weirdos.
Because they are out there.
Yeah, they're everywhere, dude.
Mhm.
Like you could easily just follow people, then all of a sudden they're retweeting some of the weirdest, most vile garbage out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's that easy and that accessible. Bad stuff is easy to find. Awful people right behind them. But you can't pay it no mind. And I hope you went into that with well, this is entertainment for me. Let's see how far this goes. If I can make them feel garbage about themselves for being the garbage that they are.
I just didn't reply.
You didn't, did you?
Not in the least. Other than a couple
What is the mindset
vague
there?
tweets.
What is the mindset of those people? Do they think
They're white knights.
they're gonna gain? Okay,
Milady.
would be the nomenclature.
Oh, this guy's being creepy.
So I'm gonna go in and defend her, and that she's gonna like me. Like, is that the goal? Is to
think
get
so.
her to notice and like them,
Mm-hmm.
or is the goal like to bring you down a peg so they can feel better about themselves, or is it just there's so low effort, so little barrier of entry to be that garbage to somebody else that they just do it and never even think twice about it?
Do it.
Because I'm leaning towards that
do it.
latter, where it's just there's just instant something in, immediate garbage back out, and if it gets a reaction anywhere, that's a positive thing. I guess. I don't know.
Ellie, nah, man. Plus, the day you and Liv actually hang out, all the marks and creepy dudes will be jealous and try to act fake. I'm just saying, that's the road it's going down.
Okay.
Liv and I are going to be like this. My girl.
You're gonna be in the backseat farting.
Do you want to go there next, or do you want to actually talk about wrestling?
I don't know, man. Because you know what? That was a fun diversion that we had to go on this week. A little
And we
something
had
kind of
to.
outside of wrestling, which was nice.
We had to.
Mhm.
So initially, it didn't seem like much was going to happen in the world of wrestling.
No, because
This
we
is
already
a-
had the matches set for Survivor Series. Ain't no thing.
Yeah, this is typically an off week.
Hey, let's give us some go home shows. It's gonna be cool, and then we're gonna get to Survivor Series, and it's brand superiority, which ain't gonna mean nothing in the long run, but it's kind of cool. You'll get to see some matchups
Yeah.
and some large multi-man matches that are fun to get every once in a while. Nah.
Nah.
So in preparation for that, we went on a little side adventure this week.
Well, it was what, Saturday or Sunday
Mhm.
that Liv tweeted. Actually, no, I think I just saw a commercial initially on the network that Ride Along this week was going to be ENC in
Right.
one vehicle and the Riot Squad in another.
I'm gonna say this.
Uh-huh.
Man, I wish they would dump more into some of those original
Yes.
shows. Because even if you're just watching them, like, be real, some of the best part, look, I hate to admit this. It's a bad thing to admit as a wrestling fan and a podcaster thereof. The actual physical action, I almost could take or leave sometimes.
Mhm.
It's an added thing that really brings it out, and it's a culmination. It's a final third act to a story, but I feel it's nothing without those first two acts, building the story and then an epilogue thereof.
It's why being the elite works so well.
Yeah, I don't need action. I just need to know that they're great dudes with awesome personalities and stuff's amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they could just tell me, "Hey, we had a match. And this dude won." Okay, cool. Was it good? Yeah, I don't know, 4.5 stars, I guess. Okay, that sounds like it was really good. He must be good then. I could literally consume wrestling in such a manner. That being said, anything that shows me more of their personality, whether it be in character or out of character, I want. And my favorite parts of all the shows, even the pay-per-views, the packages leading into the matches.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you get to, though they play far too goddamn much, when you get to the Raw and the SmackDown after a big show, where they do the recaps and they show the still images as though, now, if you want to see it moving, you got to go back and pay for the pay-per-view, which doesn't exist as a model anymore, which is weird. But they still have that same thing of, nope, you have to get the network to watch it. Here's a half a punch. Urgh.
It's funny. Ellie says Baron Corbin's ghost hunting show on the network looks great. Number one, yes, it does.
Wait, what?
He has a ghost hunting show on the network coming up. Also, Talking Snack coming soon. But yes, but you know what put Baron Corbin on the map for me? Remember when they did? I forget what it's called now, but Breaking Ground,
Ah,
the special on NXT.
yeah, when he was wearing when he had the long hair and he had the little beanie with it all up in it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Yes, it was really good. It made you care about the dude.
It
Now-
made me
and even though
realize he's kind of a dick.
and that's okay.
And but then right after that he started steering into that.
Mm-hmm.
Made me realize Tyler Breeze is really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
American Alpha. Can't wait to see more of them because they hadn't.
Wow, that was a good. Looking back in history, that's a good show, wasn't it?
Bailey and Sasha were
Mm-hmm.
like the centerpiece. Yeah. So yeah.
And you know what? That built a foundation for you to care about those people in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy, but it's those shows. And again, we're in a world now where we can blur the lines between what is reality and what is character. And I don't care which one we get. Both of them are infinitely fascinating.
I think we would be a
if you
great
got
show
more,
on the network.
What's that?
I think we would be a great show on the network. Just putting that out there.
You hear that, Richard Branson?
Do we got an agent? If we have an agent who can send our work along,
His
that would
name
be
is
great.
Richard Branson. He's got these bags. They're great.
Yeah?
You're gonna love them.
They ball bags?
No, the bags, not him. You're
Ball
not gonna like
bags?
them. I don't know. You can put whatever you want in it, Justin. If you got a handful of balls and you want to put it in there, by all
I want
means,
to put
go
the
ahead.
balls in the bags.
All of a sudden, the metaphor doesn't work anymore, and I'm more confused than I was.
Ball bags.
Unless I've been doing it wrong all these years.
This is my ball bag.
But the more of those shows you get, the better it is. And I got to tell you, the more that they put into it. And it's almost like it's taking the package ideas and spreading them out and giving me a show. It's everything the ESPN, what is it, 30 for 30s are. WWE has been doing these for years, except they've been smaller, sometimes bigger, sometimes smaller, and they're always good. They do such a good job production-wise of making you care about an individual, and everybody that makes it to this level has a hell of a story. You don't get there by having a boring story. Yeah, I was a good wrestler, now I'm here, or having a huge personality, or having amazing skill, or having just that something. Even if it's a weird lineage and you just happen to be there.
Romeo. Hey, man, how's it going?
What's up? But it's the more of that I see, the more I want of it, and those little docudramas about it
Yeah.
seem like the easiest thing in the world. And the
cameras are already there.
and if I knew that they'd be more reliably schedule wise, and maybe it's the idea of the WWE network destroyed the idea of a pay-per-view model. Maybe they're trying to break the network model too. But if I could rely on these shows coming out regularly where I can tune in to watch them, because this is the first time in a long while, and you're right, I did see like the ads for it too. They were advertising Ride Along for Riot Squad and Edge and Christian. It's like, oh, okay. But if they put just a little bit more into pushing those things and being a little bit more reliable with them, I'd tune in for whoever it is.
Yeah.
Right now, they've got me tuning in for personalities, which is what's drawing me in. But I think those shows are so good that they could draw me in with just the shows themselves.
Yeah, the shows should be the draw because Ride Along, Table for Three specifically.
I feel like
those
Table
two,
for Three does a better job of it.
Yeah,
But Ride Along is very good. And conceptually, it's easy, it's simple, easy to wrap your head around. Hey, we got two cars, we're going to go back and forth between them.
I
And they're
think
going to tell a story or be dumb.
Ride Along is usually more
Why
fun.
does Shelton Benjamin have a gun in his glove compartment?
Yeah, we still don't know because he didn't tell it very
Well, he was
interestingly.
pissed.
Yeah,
I had a gun in my glove compartment. Hey, let's look what's in here. I wish to God it was a gun, so he'd just be like, wow, that's weird. This Gable just no-sells it. Just all right, I guess we're...
Table of Three is always
Why is the
interesting.
steering wheel up on my
Even,
chest?
even when it's fun,
Huh?
even when Table of Three is fun, it's always interesting. Like they had Ryder, Woods, and Matt Hardy
Weird.
a good couple weeks back, and they're talking about going viral essentially, and that's just an interesting conversation.
yeah.
because that's three dudes who've done it.
Mhm.
But I like the idea of Ride Along because it's half character, half reality. Like they're just being themselves.
The characters, but the reality seeps through because what are you going to fill out the rest of that character with?
Yeah.
What is the backstory? What are the motivations?
Can I just say,
Is she really a Viking?
she carries around a bag of meat. So the Ride Along this time was ENC, and which I love ENC.
You were sold on Riot Squad.
Oh yeah,
But then you heard Edge and Christian were going to be in the other card, and you're like,
Isn't that
oh,
funny?
How do I not watch this? Why was this show tailor-made just for Justin?
I know, right? because just briefly, we'll talk about ENC. I love because the pod is coming back this Friday. By the way,
Very good.
yes,
I know you've missed it.
I have missed
It's one of
it.
your favorites. It's like that one's much more accessible and nicer and better than like the Jericho one or even the Austin one.
I like
The Austin one's fun for some in-depth with an individual every once in a while, but it kind of gets bogged down. ENC is just polished and fun, and they know what fun is, and they know how to make it fun for the listener.
and yeah, so their whole thing is I don't even want to hang out with you anymore.
It's the freaking
I hate
best.
you.
What?
And it's like the first thing they said when they started filming. It's, we need to hurry up on this because I don't want to be around you anymore.
It's great. And how they finished it as well. All right, I guess I'll never see you again. Okay,
This
bye
is the
forever.
divorce. Yeah,
What's up? Sign the papers.
this is the best.
Friggin' ridiculous.
So I want to start here with the Riot Squad's car.
Riot Scarred.
Well, I mean, she is a Viking.
Okay.
Liv is freaking adorable. She is so much more adorable than I even thought.
All right.
Look,
And I'm not.
I
looking
can't
at-
help it.
I'm not looking at you.
She is so adorable. First of all, why was she behind the wheel?
I have no idea.
That's just madness right there. She even said at some point, she's like, well, if you guys let me drive more often, I need my practice.
You shouldn't have to. You either know how to drive or you don't.
She didn't
Like,
know
you
where
don't-
reverse was.
You don't practice. Hey, it's a new car. I can give you that.
It was awesome.
That being
though.
said, no, it was not awesome. It's terrifying.
It was adorable.
Because I got a feeling that
She's so cute.
Ruby Riot and Sarah were ready to step up characters a little bit to be kind of silly and stuff. This was just Liv. I
Yeah.
don't feel it was a character. I feel like she was really that
That's
off.
what I like about her. That's what I've realized is
She's a problem.
for me too. Yeah.
Like I don't even
She's
know.
the problem child.
I'm not entirely sure how she was
She's
able
the problem
to
child.
sign a contract and get paperwork done. Okay. He's written an EP. Is that creepy?
I haven't written the whole thing yet.
Okay, then you're fine.
Just the one song
Just okay.
in the riff for the second.
I know you have. Say no to drugs.
And yes to pizza.
I do. That's the problem, Justin.
Ellie, she's me. We both hate driving.
Driving's great.
You know who?
If you were on the road, would you want to be behind the wheel or no?
Always.
I would too.
Always. I never give up the wheel.
Yeah. That means we can never travel anywhere together.
Well,
Oh,
we
well,
don't, so
that's
that
why-
doesn't seem...
That's why we made Matt drive, so we wouldn't have to fight. Did we nice off?
I think we accidentally... No, Matt is also like us.
He's a
and
control,
He has to drive.
control
yeah.
dude. So
Yeah.
he drove while we were sitting in the back seat.
Making fun of Kiss.
Making fun and doing what?
Making fun of Kiss.
Oh, of Kiss. Okay. Do you hate a goddamn song? But yeah, man, it was a great, fun, dumb show, and I feel like it did.
It did wonders.
Liv's personality and character are ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby knows
she's
exactly what to
adorable.
do on TV to be a larger than life character,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel weirdly like Sarah Logan gets a little lost in the shuffle.
This was
but she has
amazing
a
for her.
She has a really important role in that group.
Yeah.
She antagonizes the shit out of the other two. And
she
you know
farts.
what? Look, okay. You remember when we had the Great Kali Natalia thing?
Yeah.
And they were piping in fart sounds? I got a feeling they did that here too. Like on that second one anyway, where it was like definitively you could almost hear them press play on an old like a cassette deck. Just like it was that poorly dubbed over. I'm pretty sure she didn't mic her butt and like rip one. But Sarah Logan sits in the middle. First of all, just that's how you dominate right there. Oh, I'm going to sit in the back. I'm in the middle. What's up? And of course, she has a bag of meat.
A bag of meat.
Well, because why not? And she brandishes it like, yes, I do. Look, it's great. I got a bag
You
of
guys
meat.
want some meat?
Hey, who wants meat? And I thought it's just they said like snack because it looked like a bag of like donuts and stuff and whatnot. No, she had various meats. Yes, various meats, and
This was huge.
she wasn't offering to anybody. These
No.
are her meats.
She just has a bag of meat.
What's up? What's y'all's meats?
This was tremendous for both Sarah and Ruby
Yes.
because you don't get even on Insta and whatnot, you don't get that peek at who they are. You know, it's Liv is the one who's sticking out, you know, and then Rue is the one who's doing
She's the vet who like steers them and gives them
she's doing the
career
heavy
direction.
lifting on she's doing the heavy lifting on TV.
Uh-huh.
So it's like Sarah's, I don't want to call her lost in the shuffle.
Right. That's a bad way to say it because she's amazing in and of her own right.
Right.
And especially like indie work is. It was that pop up headbutt is like one of my favorite things to see. It's ridiculous. Like who throws someone up in the air and then decides I'm gonna hit you with my head now. Great move.
But getting to see them cut loose and just be themselves
And rip one. Yeah.
and several.
Okay, and then it's just like, oh, you can tell with the ride-alongs, usually it's like, okay, you guys don't have story or fun stuff to do. Okay, we're going to give you a game or some story from your past to tell or whatever. So I feel like they kind of like half-ass set them up with like the weird Family Feud thing that they were doing. But then it was like Sarah's answers were just goddamn ridiculous.
The best, you mean?
Yes. What's hard to wash off? Lava. Tar and lava. What? No. What do you not want to see? And then the other one was, what do you not want to see in a restaurant? Bears.
Old people.
The elderly. What the hell is wrong with you?
How do you feel about elderly bears?
How does she feel about her elderly bears? Fantastic. And she straight faces it. And it's like, okay, I know she playing. She playing. She funny. This is good.
Oh, this is happening later too, eventually. In the coming weeks.
Okay.
Dinosaur wrestling.
I'll fight a dinosaur. I wish I still have that clip of Chris fighting Godzilla. It's got to be somewhere.
I know, right?
It's got to be somewhere, right?
So that is one of the stories they told.
We're going to need a 40-foot Earl Hebner. That was my favorite line from that. Continue.
Ellie mentioned Sarah growling at Vince.
Yeah.
Because I guess at Tribute to the Troops, they walked past him.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, ladies.
Uh-huh.
And so Sarah Logan comes back and growls. Well, he growled at me first.
To which, and I feel like she really felt like this entire time that, well, this was a test, right? He growled at me, so I growled back. What do I do? Back down? No, I'm a Viking from the backwoods. What's up? To which Ruby had to explain, he was clearing his throat. What is wrong with you? She, even though she's the leader of the riot squad, is the only one holding them from being self-destructive in the most weird ways.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. Oh my God.
Poor den mother Rue.
Yeah, right.
She's got to corral these two animals and live as wild on her own.
Adorable. Not a good driver.
Who knew?
Adorable.
Who knew that Sarah was a problem too?
I know, right?
Yeah, and this is another great thing for them on this. I feel they really overshadowed Edge and Christian.
Yeah, they did.
And you know what? Good for them. And I would imagine Edge and Christian feel the same way. It's like, hey, we promoted the pod, we did our thing, we were a good segment, but it was the Riot Squad show.
Yep. And I know.
If you get a chance, go back and watch it because it's dumb and stupid, and it's what 22 minutes.
All of that, yeah.
Yeah,
2020.
quick.
I know this sounds ridiculous, and it's other than Breezango, I think this might be. I think that was my favorite.
I don't know. Biggie with the griddle in the back seat. It's pretty
great.
Again, showing dominance. I'm sitting in the middle. What's up? Sarah Logan learned something from that. Instead of bringing a griddle, far more practical.
Bag of meats.
Bag of meats.
Oh.
And then she farted in the car, and then Ruby and Liv looked like they were going to die.
Yes.
And instead of being embarrassed or even acknowledging it in a negative, she was like, "Yes, I did." What is up? No shame in it whatsoever. It's like,
my girls.
Yep.
My girls.
Yep. Smell it. Take me in. What is up?
So that was a lot of fun. Seriously though, those network shows, if you get the chance, watch them. I mean, we can't watch wrestling all the time, but
hey, man, that's another realm for them to
supplement.
entertain, and good. They do a very good job at it. I want to be entertained. I could take or leave the sports sometime, but I always want to be entertained.
Speaking of entertaining, I think we close the hour out with the man. When the man comes around, it's the biggest story in all of professional wrestling, arguably.
I wonder how big it is.
Yeah,
like, okay,
it was trending all through Monday night, all through Tuesday.
What?
Becky, her face.
Okay, just a picture, not like a specific tag or anything.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the name Becky Lynch was trending.
Jesus.
And then Daniel Bryan was trending and Becky Lynch were trending earlier today. Okay. So this is kind of a cluster F of stuff that happens here because
How to even start?
so Rhonda actually cuts a great promo on Becky earlier on in the evening. I mean, she shows a lot of great emotion. Nia comes out and interrupts her. She's kind of like shaking and whatnot, and it's like, okay, it's still she can't drinking game take a shot when Nathan plays with his beard. Okay. So you guys are gonna be drunk soon?
I'm sitting on my hands. Tell me, does this count?
Oh, you're right. The Good Brothers ride along was pretty good too.
Well, of course, duh.
Yeah.
If you've never watched it, it's a fun, dumb little binge too.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot more insight into characters, and oddly enough, tapping back into the beginning of the show, you get to care about them.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep. So
I'm trying not to touch my face right now.
the main event segment
I have my hands on my own ass.
The main event segment
Over the pants.
is Alexa is going to select her Survivor Series team. She's going to come out and she's going to announce who the team is.
Mm-hmm.
And so she starts naming names and she goes, all right, and we're going to have this match and the winner gets the final spot. And it's Bailey and Sasha, to which I'm not going to lie, I'm immediately like, oh, is this what we're going to do? Nah, man, they played this off wonderfully. We get a really good match out of Sasha and Bailey in a main event segment.
Without them having to hate on each other,
Without them having to hate on each other, which was obviously the ultimate.
wrestling for the sake of wrestling.
Yeah, which, again, I've said this a million times, Bailey needs. She needs to wrestle.
Yeah.
So people can care about her.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that, and then it gets interrupted by pretty much everybody else, right? Because who's at ringside? Tamina, Nia, and Alexa. They get involved. Which I'm convinced, I don't know why they gave Nia the title shot, that it looks like Nia and Tamina they're already forming an alliance.
Mm-hmm.
I really think we're building towards the women's tag division now.
I like that they're making it feel like a build instead of just a, hey, everybody, time to pair off.
Yeah.
And it's a good natural progression.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've seen this before in like indie places. Like, cool, you have space for 5 matches. You've got 4 friggin' titles.
Yeah.
Calm down. And I worry about that when they started mentioning women's tag. But no, they feel like they're building to it natural. You have a lot of natural teams and people that are actually feel like teams together. And it's becoming an okay idea. I don't know if we got room for one in each brand, but
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Depends on how far they want to go with it. Because right now, as of this week alone, women's wrestling feels like it's grown leaps and bounds.
Yes. There's 3 teams on Raw. You have Nia and Tamina.
Hey, man, Raw has carried its men's tag titles with less than 3 teams before.
Very true. You've got Boss and Hug, and you have the Riot Squad.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, we wouldn't even throw out like Mickey and Alexa at some point.
Right. Whenever Alexa's cleared. I mean, I guess technically if they went trio.
Or, Alicia
Foxy.
and Crazy.
Yeah.
And her hat.
Actually, so
Tag.
to tie it all in, because the women were the stars of Raw this week.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Like, by far. Nobody gives... Like, you even mentioned earlier. Who came out and said it was their show?
Drew McIntyre.
Who?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, bro. I love you, and it is absolutely time for Drew to ascend.
He is a man.
He is a man, absolutely.
But...
It's not the man. So Rue, well, it's supposed to be Rue versus Natty.
Mm-hmm.
And the Riot Squad comes out, and they're like, hey, look, we took it too far. Again, playing into the internet vitriol, because the internet's all pissed off about, using Anvil's death blah for storyline.
Uh-huh.
So they're pissed off, I guess, like they're supposed to be. So that's fine.
Yeah, you tweeted, right?
Yeah.
What's up?
But so
Because they don't count whether the tweet was negative or positive. It just matters, hey, did you mention at WWE in that?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Cool.
Thanks.
Thank you for your support.
And so
Moving that emotional tachometer. Doesn't matter if it's positive. Doesn't matter if it's negative. Just needs to move.
So Rue comes out and she's like,
Let's not
hey,
do
we
this.
went too far, and man, I'm really, I can't believe we did that, and we really pressed some people's buttons, and I would do it all again. And that the way she looked up and the booze that started raining down.
How great is a fake apology? I
Oh, it's
love a
great.
fake apology.
It's great. So that riles up Natty, and they beat her up, and so they get all that squared away.
Uh-huh.
So Bailey and Sasha have their match.
So wait a minute. We got like a feud that doesn't involve a title?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. So you have the
Bailey and Sasha.
have a match, and it gets
And
interrupted.
it's not for a title?
Yeah.
Weird.
It gets interrupted, and Alexa grabs the mic and goes, I'm just kidding. This match ain't shit. This match ain't shit. It doesn't mean nothing.
I just wanted to make y'all fight.
I just want to make y'all fight. We're actually going to go with Ruby Riott. And so the Riot Squad comes back out and start laying waste. And then Cole goes, there's something going on in the back.
Uh-huh.
And possibly one of the greatest things I ever see, like immediately, is the man has the disarmer locked onto Ronda Rousey, and she's just wrenching it back. And Ronda is just screaming in pain.
Howling.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Yep.
Immediately, my excitement back up through the roof. Because
Yeah.
I was already pumped for that match.
Huh? You don't think you're going to get any build for that. You're going to get the finals, the go home. We've had that before with it's usually SmackDown invading Raw.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, how they made that feel natural and not forced is amazing.
Yeah.
Because of course Becky's going to fight. And remember you asked me what match I was looking forward to the most on Evolution?
Uh-huh.
And I said Becky versus the World?
Mm-hmm.
Still going on right
Still going
now.
on. And then it goes from there. She finally lets off, and her music hits. Number one, the arena explodes.
Yeah. Oh my God, we get to see Becky tonight.
On Raw. I main evented my show. Then I main evented your show. She's the best. She comes out by herself with basically more than half of the Raw women's division in the ring. And she's going to get in the ring, and she's going to fight them all.
And she has no qualms about it whatsoever. She's not going to back down.
Nope.
She did everything but drive a beer truck and or milk truck into the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hold on. Justin,
Mm-hmm.
would she drive a straight fire truck to the ring?
Possibly.
It could happen.
So she's coming down, and the rest of the SmackDown women jump into the ring and start beating everybody up.
Uh-huh.
Becky finally hits the ring, and she's fighting with everybody, and I didn't see when it happened, but suddenly I see, is Becky bleeding?
Somebody obviously bled on her because she's too mean to bleed.
Yeah, right. No, Becky's bleeding a lot.
Yeah. Oh no, they're gonna call the doctors out. They're gonna put on the gloves and they're gonna
They're gonna stop the segment.
boo. Oh,
Boo.
this sucks.
Ronnie comes out, and they trade a couple blows. And to put it this way, number one, it's one of my most favorite Raw segments in recent history. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe even ever. Like, I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
Like, I was so fired up for this.
dude, it's on par with the beer truck or the milk truck.
Absolutely. And, maybe the most recent one I was pretty fired up about was Braun with the grappling hook. That one was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely better than that.
Yeah, it wasn't like a set up staged event thing. It was natural charisma. What did she get over on? A spectacle or natural charisma?
Natural charisma. And
That transcends Raw or SmackDown. SmackDown is the wrestling show, and Raw is the spectacle show. Charisma transcends all of this.
so we talk a lot about, blood and its place in wrestling, specifically to WWE. I'm so glad that it isn't a common occurrence.
It means a lot more.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, the women rarely bleed at all anyway,
Yeah.
period. But if everybody was bleeding all the time, then this doesn't stick out as much.
People look back and compare it to the whole the Crimson Mask
Yeah.
that Austin
WrestleMania
wore.
13. Yeah.
Yeah, and they show like juxtaposition of those two things, and it's like Austin was covered like
Yeah.
head to toe.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Or they go back to
And he bladed.
that one. Was it a JBL versus Eddie Guerrero match
Yeah.
where it's like, ooh, cut a little deep. Oh, Jesus.
Again, bladed.
a lot.
Yeah. This was an accident.
And you didn't see it in the regular cam shot, but there were enough reverse angles to show
We'll come back to that.
how and where that happened.
Because as much as it sucks because of the consequences,
Mm-hmm.
this will go down as one of the greatest moments in Raw history.
Mm-hmm.
And in very short time, Becky Lynch will absolutely 100% be the face of the company.
Now, Becky took, because this could have been a throwaway build, okay? Because you remember we had last year AJ versus Brock. There was the building of that was like a week, maybe
Yeah.
2 weeks, right?
Yep.
And it ended up being kind of an exhibition, and that was it. And this is what this could have been: just women's title versus women's title in kind of an exhibition match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit of bragging rights doesn't really mean a whole lot in the long run. Becky is like, nah, I'm not going to waste that opportunity. She's not only maximizing screen time, she's maximizing every moment of every day in every facet of media that she can. And she has been ready with a quick quip at any moment for anybody that dares open her mouth without, as Justin had said, some respect on it.
Put some respect on it.
And as such,
Who's watching on Periscope?
in the space
Let
of
me know who you is.
in the space of like 2 weeks,
Girl,
Becky
if it's
made
you.
this match the most important match available, or most important match that's going to happen
Yeah.
in the space of 2 weeks, and it's been her building it
It's been her. Yep. On social media, on television, and it's it's
as she continues to take on the world.
because because the character of Becky Lynch has been one continuous story.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the other girls, a lot of the other wrestlers, period, have
They
just-
reset every once in a while.
reset stories and like push here and there. No, man, this is all natural build,
Yeah,
and maybe they didn't like manufacture it this way, but the results are there because of how everything has happened.
you've got at this point in time, you've got Drew McIntyre, who is natural charisma and able to shoulder a hell of a. He could shoulder that Universal title,
Yep.
no problem, right now, and it would be believable, and he could carry that title picture by himself
Yeah.
with whoever he's in there with, and it could be fantastic.
Anybody. Again, I
And how did it happen? Naturally. Because his charisma was too much for them to contain in a storyline.
Yep.
How has Becky transcended and come to the point where I feel like she could carry SmackDown by herself.
Oh yeah, she is right now.
Yeah.
SmackDown's a great show, but I tune in every week to see what's going to happen with her.
And
Give her a mic.
yeah,
She will.
she has something to say.
Yep.
And that's the thing. Run your mouth. Never shut up.
Never shut up.
And always have something to say. And be quick and be vicious and be awful. And have a good mind for it. Be there fast and be there the most vicious.
Mm-hmm.
They bring a knife. You take the knife and you stab him in the leg. And then you beat him about the head and shoulders. And you push him down. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't either.
Okay.
I was trying to
But-
follow you.
But still, that natural charisma and natural build. Braun had that for a little while too.
Yeah.
And it kind of came and went, and that's okay. And you got room for it to come back again at some point
Again, that's-
when he's got somebody to work with.
Right. And he's also,
Spectacle.
much like Nia, like it's somebody just a couple wins and, one spectacle away,
Yeah.
one grappling hook away, and Braun is back
But
towards the top.
what had been the shortcoming? He was all get these hands.
Yeah.
Roar, get these hands.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you need a little bit more than that. You have such amazing tools ready to use. You need this one more that'll make you transcend. And that follow same for anybody on the card. Whatever you're in is the most important thing in the world,
Again, what was
no
it?
matter who it is.
What was it for Austin? Austin 316 says, "I just whooped your ass."
Now, did it matter if and that was after the
That was after King of the Ring.
after the Jake Roberts match.
Right.
It had finished. He could have just been like, I'm the king of the ring.
Yeah.
And nobody would have given a good damn. Good
Well,
goddamn.
somebody, I forget who, Jake Roberts just cut a religious-based promo on you. That's all the notes he had.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Steve, we're going with you." Jake Roberts just cut a religious promo on you, and, and that's when he started formulating.
Yeah.
So then he has the match, which
He
nothing-
quit right with it. He went with it, went with the moment, went with what was there,
They
and
gave
made
him
the
a
best
mic
of it,
he
and
went.
made it the most important thing in the world.
Yep. Austin 316 says, "I just whipped that." You talk about your Psalms. You talk about your John 316. Well, Austin 316 says, "I just whooped your ass."
And that's all he needed.
The next night, Austin 316 signs everywhere.
And then he never shut up.
He never ever shut up.
And
Never.
And it was an amazing run as a result.
Mm-hmm.
And if he came back, he would be not like as a wrestling capacity. He's got that aura; it sticks with him forever.
Yep.
It's yours to lose at that point.
He's a badass.
Uh-huh.
And I hate to.
He could be 78 years old. And that being said,
He
whenever
may actually come back
okay,
for a match. Look, I've written it off because as many times as he said he wouldn't, but he quit drinking beer and he started doing yoga.
mm-hmm.
And he's always kept himself in pretty good shape.
Mm-hmm.
He may be
and he's
wanting one more to ride off in the
and
sun.
he's always been a brawler.
Yeah.
Brawlers last forever, dude.
Mhm. Just saying, there may be one match in him.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not saying there will be.
Well, that's the wonderful thing about wrestling. Nobody's ever out.
Except for Edge. That's never happening.
Okay. Okay.
So
yeah, I know.
so now the bummer news, because this was a tremendous segment. I can't remember having a go home fire
Becky's
me up
bleeding.
this much.
And instead of just being like, "Oh God, I've got to clean my," oh no, what does she do? She just like rubs it on her face a little bit. It's like, "Yep, this happens. Guess what? I'm still fighting." Oh, do you have that?
Yeah.
The stream has already started.
Oops.
That's okay. Oh, you're literally taking it off. Look at you. Produced. What's up? Look at that. And then somebody throws the picture up. And she calls it Irish war paint. Because, goddamn. Regal as F.
You look at her. She's all the way over here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not Bay yet.
How did I get Roman in front of me? Why is Luke Harper's head so big? Hi, Gravy. Hey, Gravy. Hello, Gravy. Ow. Ow, it's sharp. Why is it sharp? It's greasy and sharp.
Oh, Liv.
I'm sure it's a product of
Hey,
some sort.
girl.
I'm sure he means it. Calm down.
What?
Creepy.
Has that ick factor. So have you, I'm sure by now,
Please just hashtag ick factor.
that's my new nickname. Justin, the ick factor Wilson.
There you go.
Have you seen, I'm sure by now you've seen like the reverse camera angles and stuff of
I have.
what actually happened.
So we had a big brawl of the SmackDown women invading, following Becky's lead of like, yeah, we're going in, we're gonna take it to him. I don't give a damn who it is. You're on Raw. I'm gonna fight you. What's up?
Yep.
Before we get to the Becky one,
Main eventing your show, main eventing my show.
Mhm.
She's the best.
I showed up at your show and they cheered me. What's up? Yeah.
That's the sound they make when the man comes around.
Ooh.
Using my shtick.
Branded.
You're
I
welcome.
like it. People gave some shit to Lana.
Oh, really?
See anything about that?
No.
They had a camera shot, and she was there kind of paired off with Dana Brooke,
Mm-hmm.
and she's punching. She's throwing punches. They caught her at the worst time possible. I'm going to throw the punch similar to how she threw it. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Me and you, we're brawling, Justin. We're
Okay.
brawling right
We
now.
hate each other. Oh.
That level of distance.
Oops.
That being said, people called her out and said, hey, here's the real stiff shooter. What's up? And then linked a little gif of
Jeff.
Lana pulling those punches.
Mm-hmm.
And in a weird way, she kind of broke, for lack of a better term, kayfabe,
Mm-hmm.
and said, yeah, I kind of saw that she was bleeding, and I kind of care about my fellow athletes and coworkers. I'm sorry. Jesus, dude. I mean, like, cool. I'm sorry I didn't break her nose like some other. Oh, she didn't say that.
Yeah.
And then immediately Dana comes and backs her up, which is odd too. And it's definitely out of, hey, let's set the entertainment aside for a minute. We're going to talk to you as real people. Hey, she didn't punch me in the face because she thought I was injured and she was making sure I wasn't injured. Kind of cool, right? Yeah. Thanks. Like the two of them, like it's one of those things. You ever see like two brothers like fighting each other,
Yeah.
and then someone comes in, hey guys, break it up, and they both turn on him and be like, mind your goddamn business,
Yeah.
and they beat the hell out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just me and my brother? No,
You
it's
have a
literally
brother?
every. You do too, kind of. Weird, but it seemed very much like that, and they immediately dropped character and they're like, no, shut up, leave us alone. Sorry you caught me being considerate of my fellow coworker.
We come back to like this is kind of the theme of the show: caring.
Yeah.
Weird.
But I always find it odd when they can drop character for a minute and be and jump into that. And that's the thing too. And it doesn't take away from either one of them as a character to be a real person at the same time. Like, hi, I'm sorry I didn't kill her for your amusement. Whatevs,
You bunch of jerks.
you jerk. But then, yeah, we did have what happened in the ring.
So, there's lots of different viewpoints on this as far as like, it's
Yeah,
okay. So,
I want to defend. I want to be protective.
but at the same time,
And I want to say at the same time, hey, you don't know, I don't know, we don't know, they know. And even then, sometimes it's hard to know, you know?
yeah.
But at the same time, you know?
So, Becky is the star of this segment,
Absolutely.
100%.
It's head and shoulders above literally everybody in that ring.
And it was designed that way too. She was supposed to be the star of the segment, with Ronda being the second coming out. This was to build for their match.
This was the go home for their match in Survivor Series, and it's also leading credibility and credence to the 5-on-5 women's match as well.
Right. Given
Which is
some-
great.
yeah.
It's like, hey, she's amazing. Let's have that rub. And you know what? Nothing is better than when storylines kind of cross and intermingle with each other. It's the same problem I said I've had with Finn Balor since he's been there. He feels so disconnected from everybody else on the roster.
He's in whatever feud he's in, and it's nothing
limbo.
else. Yeah.
It's limbo. You're in some sort of weird purgatory. It's like, oh man, I just want to see him interact
Yeah.
with people. I want to see him make people uncomfortable. Be like, hey, take a picture with me, and they just do the little smiling thing. It's like, why is he doing that with everybody? I could be invested in that because it's
'Cause it's what
stupid.
he
It's
does.
real.
It's what Finn does.
Yeah.
And then it also, if he would do that, it really separates the demon. Because when he shows up as the demon, it's like, okay, so this is not Finn anymore.
Uh-oh.
So, anywho,
But yeah, Becky giving credence to the entirety of both women's divisions, and everybody looks good.
so Becky's in the corner. The man is in the corner fighting with Nia
Taking
Jax.
it to the biggest one on the roster.
And
Oh, you looking for a title shot? I got a title. Take a shot. Uh-oh.
uh-oh, she did. Now, again, you don't see it on television. Becky just kind of turns around and she's bleeding.
Did you see the reverse angle from the crowd?
I saw the one where you see I swear to God,
Justin,
it was a straight right.
give me a fake punch right quick.
Didn't mean to stomp.
I know.
Just
It's reaction.
It's
You
instinctual.
scared the people downstairs. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Jenny.
Yeah. But it's yeah, you don't really connect so much
Yeah.
or, follow through. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That looked like an assault, man.
So
Damn.
I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt that it was indeed an accident.
Okay, but what's like some day one stuff you're gonna learn?
No, that's okay. So, firstly, does she deserve some flack? I suppose so. Sure. I would not want the garbage that they're dumping on her, though. She doesn't deserve the vitriol.
Oh boy.
She doesn't deserve
Nia's getting a lot of hell from a lot of people about being unsafe. And in this instance, she hit Becky hard, followed through with a punch, and broke Becky's nose and gave her a mild concussion, enough to keep her off of one of the big 4 shows of the year with a match that's had natural build and crazy amount of heat and involving Ronda Rousey, which is one of the biggest draws for outside eyes to come into the WWE. And this match has been built.
it was going to be the main.
It was going to be the main. How
I'm
could it not
convinced.
be?
I'm convinced it was.
What
going
else
to be
was
the
on
main.
there? They could have been. Unless they
Nothing.
want to end it with a traditional 5-on-5. Hey, that's Survivor Series. Da-da-da-da-da.
But none of those were really big enough. Neither the women's or the men's felt big enough.
I mean, even at this time, this could be the one time where the SmackDown Championship main events. Why? Because it's in there against the Universal.
yeah, you could see AJ and Brock maybe technically could
Who?
have been. Yeah, we'll get there.
We will.
But yeah, this was the only one with any heat on it. Like,
Everything else was like cool. It's
I'm
Survivor
super
Series.
pumped
I'm
up.
psyched for Survivor Series, not necessarily the matches.
don't get me wrong. Shinsuke and Rollins is going to be
It's going to
amazing.
be a sleeper hit, and I got a feeling they're going to use that as the hot open.
Yeah, but
Which
I mean,
is fine. You know what? That's
there
the spot.
hasn't been much build to it either.
That's the spot that both of them have taken and been like, cool, we make the best of it every single time you give it to us.
Yeah.
Follow it. Go ahead, try.
Well, and Rollins is now by default, the hottest angle in WWE.
Rollins is home by 9 and in bed. It's the best. Good for him. Sweet gig.
Yeah,
What's
not a
up?
bad gig if you can get it.
I can't. I'm home by 9, but I went to work at 6 a.m. So there's that.
So I gotta imagine there's company heat. She's got to have. Look at the scrambling that that the company had to do in 2 days because you just took the main event out.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to focus more on the scrambling, what they've done, or do you want to focus on the Nia angle for a moment?
Let's focus on Nia real quick.
Okay.
So
because the complaints have been, hey, she's been consistently unsafe. To which you're like, has she? I mean, I know there's been a couple things, and
then you lay it out.
many people have taken to cataloging incidents that have involved Nia. There was a moonsault that Charlotte did that Nia was supposed to get someone fly. And look, it's a scary thing to get up under somebody when they're flying from 10 feet above you, upside down and backwards. Your job is to keep them from dying, and not the best catch in the world. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Injured, being credited with injuring Bailey's shoulder. Okay, well, I mean, bad things happen. That's cool. Dropped an elbow on Bailey while she was sitting up. That's a part of training. I ain't talking over that. That's good. You know what that is? Science. Yeah. Comma, a real man of. Also, gave a backbreaker to Asuka on the wrong knee. Not cool, man. Also injured Alexa's shoulder. Oh, that's hey, where's Zelina Vega been? Oh yeah, Nia may have given her a concussion as well.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's
there were people that immediately came out to defend, which is cool. Saying, hey, if this was a men's competitor, they wouldn't be saying this stuff about her. To which I'm gonna call him just. He's just a little firebrand every once in a while. Likes to start a little trouble. Not so much trouble, but he's usually a voice of reason. He's going to be the bitter pill, the hard pill to swallow. Lance Storm on
I can
Twitter.
be serious for a moment.
And he usually is. And he's usually a well-reasoned opinion. And he says, yeah. Remember when they fired Ken Anderson?
Yeah.
Because he dumped Orton on his shoulder. Yeah, that was that was bad. And then he listed a couple other instances as well of people catching some hell. Rollins caught hell for breaking Cena's nose. Or Bret Hart called him out. And
then
granted,
Sting.
not in the company, but still. Yeah, oh God. Yeah, Rollins caught all kinds of hell when Sting got injured. And he was definitely
Finn.
called out. And Finn, Jesus, yeah. There was Jinder knocked Finn out, gave him a concussion.
Yeah.
And that was the third one that he mentioned. It's like, no, when people are unsafe or accidents happen, people get called out on it. And it's like, no, you have to take notice of this and be more careful. It isn't, you're going in there with somebody that's willingly giving you their body and thus their career and their livelihood. Oh, and their life. Could you be cool? Now, that being said, Nia is really, really new if you think about it.
She was not on NXT for very long.
She was
before
signed
she got the
in
call up.
2014.
Yeah.
She's got 4 years under her belt and under her weird hip guards. And she didn't spend a lot of time in developmental, and she got rushed kind of to the main roster. And there's a lot of people saying, hey, man, maybe she should go back to developmental. Now, that being said, that's the internet talking. The internet, what the hell they know.
Right.
Does one ever go back to developmental in this situation? And then this spurred up the whole storyline again. It was a time when Nia lost the title, and everybody said she threw kind of a hissy fit and was just off TV for a month.
Yeah.
But then they kind of said, it might be an injury, but that's obscured a little bit. If she did throw a hissy fit, WWE's are going to say, well, she threw a hissy fit, she's going home for a minute. No, they're going to say, shoulders bothered her.
Well, I mean, even so, like character-wise, that's good. That was good for her.
And so, at what point do we blame Nia? And at what point do we say Nia was rushed too fast and put in places where she doesn't have the skill yet to deal with that? Or how much of it is dumb luck? Or how much of it is she's trying to work our women's style and she's got height and weight and strength on all of these women and she needs to change her style a little bit to be a little bit more accommodating and not potentially injure somebody. Like, where does the fault lie? Them putting her into these high-profile things that quickly? Or with her, should she know better at this point?
It seems
It sucks for everybody.
seems like with all of those, other than Becky, everybody was able to get back to work pretty quickly.
Yeah, but how much blame goes with it, though?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you could have hurt the hell out of her.
Yeah.
You are damaging assets for the company. I hate to list people as assets, but
They are, especially
when we build a storyline around somebody, and then all of a sudden
we can't pay it off.
they're gone. We can't pay it off, and we have to move on to something else or hot shot something else quickly. You've ruined planning for months, if not a year at a time. Like, we talk about the Becky angle. Becky has to miss SummerSlam because they don't F around with their concussion
Series,
protocol.
but yeah.
Survivor Series. Sorry. They don't mess around with the concussion protocol. You're going to be out. You're going to be observed. It's going to take a minute, and we'll get you back as quick as we can.
Hopefully,
Big
it's
Show.
next Tuesday.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Not like the Big Show, but like that being said, is it a Big Show? Sorry, we're going to take care of your health first. Which
That's
good.
a good thing. Yeah.
But damn it sucks.
Here's why it sucks: is Becky was poised to take ownership of the company.
Yeah.
I mean, she still can, and she likely still will, but this definitely takes some of the sting out.
That being said, I think this is, in the long run, come April, this will be the hottest storyline imaginable. And I think it's going to be the best thing that could have happened in the long run. Rousey is the draw.
Mm-hmm.
Becky is the talent.
Mm-hmm.
And now, a lot of people were talking as far as like last Mania. Oh, man, we could see a women's main event come next Mania. Like Charlotte versus Ronda. Oh, my God, that could be amazing. I hope they don't rush it. I hope they don't mess around with it. I hope they let it happen naturally. And then they build to it, give it a good build to it. This could be a real women's main event.
Mm-hmm.
If they build it right.
Yep.
We're getting it at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
We're getting Charlotte versus Ronda at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Because Becky handpicked who was going to represent SmackDown and her at this event, and she nominated Charlotte for it.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, we have until April that this can build.
Yeah.
This isn't Becky versus Ronnie or Ronda. This is Becky versus the world. But that gives a long time for Becky to dominate on SmackDown and go get vengeance.
Yep. She also, so a lot of people said why'd they pick Charlotte, and because you heard the pop for Asuka, so like I could understand, and I would have been geeked for that.
Yeah,
much more geeked than I am for Charlotte and Ronda.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the smarter play. I mean, it pulls Survivor Series back a little.
It still gives you something pretty goddamn big, though.
Yeah.
And when I said specifically building into Mania, they could build a good match out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I got a feeling they would have had to force it a little bit, and they would have had to work hard to build it. Becky Rousey, that shit's built now.
Yep.
And it's going to come to a fever pitch.
Well, again, the man hasn't pulled off the gas pedal.
She's never will.
Hurt.
She never will.
Because
she says, "I'm ready to fight now."
So here's some things, I guess, to kind of wrap up this part of the conversation. So Nia posts a picture of her hand earlier.
Isn't anybody going to ask me about my hand? Haha.
And there's a giant mark on it. From
where you made connection with someone's face.
We don't deliver the mail. Things happen. Nobody has to ask me about my hand anymore. So she shows it, and to which the man
Immediately replies.
retweets with comment. Oh,
Okay, you know what? I
Do you want
I
verbatim?
think this one deserves verbatim. Okay, and I quote: "You gave me your best sucker punch, but I got back up to destroy your whole roster. They won't let me fight, but I'll get back up from that too. It's what I do. So enjoy your one free shot, because as bad as my memory is now, I haven't forgotten you, bitch." Becky versus the world, dude.
I'm amped up for a Becky versus Nia match.
Becky versus Nia. And you want to see Becky break that arm.
Yeah.
Oh, you tough? Give me what you got. Oh, I'm bleeding again. Like, I wouldn't put it past Becky to, like, hey,
bleeding.
look at this.
Yeah.
I'm still going to, because she wore it well. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm bleeding? Well, let's make the most out of it. Arms up. Behold. Like, okay. We can transcend rosters with this. Becky can challenge Nia to a goddamn grudge match. Like, what do we have between Survivor Series and Mania?
TLC, Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. That's where I want Becky versus Nia. That's where we can do the cross branding right there, right?
It might be in the Rumble match. You might have Becky at 1, Nia at 2.
Well,
They might get a little
if
time
Becky's the champ,
Also true.
and well, I guess that's for a match. Technically, that'd be for a match at Mania, wouldn't it? I don't know.
Becky and Nia?
No, I don't want that at Mania.
No.
I want Becky and Ronda at Mania.
Yeah.
Make that happen. How does that happen? I don't know. But in the meantime, you can't overlook Becky and Asuka. Becky and Naomi.
Ooh.
Give me
Becky and anybody.
Give me Becky and Dana. I'm going to be excited for that. It's just Becky versus anybody.
Romeo says Charlotte versus Ronda is Mania. It's Hogan versus Warrior. Well, I mean, we're getting it here at Survivor
We're getting
Series.
it at Survivor
so-
Series.
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting it now, and it's having to be rushed. And I got a feeling, as far as wrestling storyline goes, and for Becky, who is, I'm sorry, she's the hottest commodity there. That's good.
But you also
This is going to end up being the best thing that could have happened.
You also have more story to tell because if Charlotte fails against Ronda, Becky can come out on Tuesday and go, "What'd you do? I picked you to do this. Why you lost? Why'd you do that? I was going to win. You went in there and lost." I mean, it picks back up on a feud that had pretty much closed, but it puts new legs to it if we need it.
And you know what? You can use that to develop the Charlotte character more.
Because she needs it.
And you know what? Perfectly fine. Because it doesn't have to be. Because again, SmackDown is a wrestling show, Raw is a spectacle show. Character transcends all. And let Charlotte have some character.
Did you see Mixed Match Challenge?
I saw some of the fallout from Mixed Match Challenge.
She tapped Asuka.
Saw that. The fallout I saw was Miz and Asuka backstage.
Oh, yeah?
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
They went to, what's her name? I think it's Charlie, went to interview them. And Miz says, "Hold on, I need a minute." It takes like a full minute with it covering the mic, and you can hear him talking in the background, collecting himself, and then starts berating Asuka a little bit,
Ooh.
to which she starts yelling back in some, a little bit of Japanese, a little bit of broken English, but still it was very much she was in, and she's selling the leg still. And then Miz is just upset and is like, "I gave you a copy of Marine 6 because he's selling the goddamn DVD. He's selling the DVD in the fallout from Mixed Match Challenge. That is a face if I've ever seen one. And Asuka goes to stand up, and he's like, hey, careful, watch your leg, and he starts running away from her, and she gets up to like go after him. It's like, this is the best.
Well, yeah, this season has been great for Asuka.
And you know what? They've given it some meaning too. Because the winners of the Mixed Match Challenge are going to get the 30th spot in the Royal Rumble. A very coveted position. It doesn't have to be random. It isn't going to be Ray for no damn reason.
Yeah.
It's going to be something fought for, won, and there's reason for it.
Yeah.
All I want is reason. It doesn't have to be a title. Yay! Wonderful when stories come together and storylines cross and have meaning and repercussions. That's all I want. Am I asking too much with that?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're getting Charlotte and Ronda at Survivor Series. The man is out. Unfortunately, that means, again, I was immediately deflated when that's how they opened SmackDown. I was like,
Yep.
Yeah. And what they're replacing the main with, I'm fired up for, but nowhere near as much because they had to scramble on SmackDown to try to
think that's what
reset
it
the
was?
course. I think
It
what
had
happened.
an effect, right?
I think what happened was going to happen, but they may have had to pull the trigger sooner than they planned.
Okay.
So the beginning of the show has AJ Styles addressing the world and Paul Heyman interrupting him. Daniel Bryan's the number one guy. He's the number one. I mean, you're number two. That's cool. That's all right. Mm-hmm. But, Daniel Bryan's number one. That's who Brock would rather wrestle.
Oh God, I'll need to crop out that clip for you. Was that where he said, "Google it, bitches. I'm not here to educate you"?
That was Monday.
That was Monday. I need to get you that clip because I think we need that.
Ooh, Andrew. I live in St. Louis. I had the opportunity to go to SmackDown for free. I didn't go because I was feeling depressed. After watching the show, I was then much more depressed. I can't believe I missed this show. Wow.
Because that show began on a bummer,
Yeah.
and then
So,
Paul Heyman shows up,
Yeah.
and we're going to get a show.
well, AJ says Daniel Bryan's name, and who should appear but one Daniel Bryan.
That's how names work. You usually, call somebody out.
Say my name one more time and see what happens. I've been looking for a reason to punch you in the face. And so he goes, so if I want to say, who's the best guy I've wrestled, the best technical wrestler, and I say Daniel Bryan, that's a problem.
Yeah?
Daniel Bryan in a pull apart. I didn't think that would work.
He's had that big crazy smile for like 4 years now.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what? It's nice to see it go away for a little while.
a little bit.
And this wasn't necessarily heel Brian. This is intense Brian.
This was intense.
This is
Bryan.
fine. This is a callback to some Brian Danielson stuff where he was a vicious little monster.
Mm-hmm.
And not bad.
So,
Not bad. So we're going to get this match.
well, in the back, they're like at each other's throats again with Shane.
Mm-hmm.
And Shane goes, you guys want this match? You want this to happen now? And we're going to get a championship match between AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Wowzers McTavish.
Very
So,
cool.
I mean, they scraped it out. They pulled... Again, I'm much less excited for Survivor Series now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's countless. Like, there is no count. There is no number percentage-wise or anything that I can... There was nothing they could do that would save it for me.
Okay.
I know that's lame and it's unfair because things happen, but there is nothing that could get me fired up the way the man was getting me fired up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
It was natural, and it wasn't forced, and it was good. And it was getting hotter by the second.
Sasha needs a push. Best match for me is still her and Charlotte. I mean, Sasha and Charlotte definitely have tremendous chemistry.
Mhm.
So we still haven't gotten the Sasha and Bayley match, though, on the main roster.
But
What they can do.
we need the character to back it up, and it exists in both of them,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Which is why I want the tag division to exist.
which they can build that character and get more comfy with it, develop who they want their show personas to be.
Yeah. So
So we get Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE title.
right.
They're not going to change this right at the last minute, are they? Craziness.
Well, I can't say I didn't see it coming. I was like, well, they got to make up for
you think so?
yeah. Well, that's why Paul Heyman says Dan Bryan's the number one
Right.
because so taking back to WrestleMania 31
Mhm.
when Daniel Bryan, we all thought Daniel Bryan was going to win the Rumble, but Roman did.
Right.
And then they had the Fastlane match, Daniel Bryan and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted Daniel Bryan and Brock.
Yeah.
So did the rest of the world.
It's one of those matches you never thought you'd see.
Never, ever in a million years thought I'd
Because
see.
it kind of felt that way going into last year. We had it was going to be Jinder versus Brock. It's like, wow, that's weird. Then we got AJ versus Brock, and it's like, oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But still, who thought that we were going to get this?
Yeah.
It was just going to be Brock and Roman forever and ever. Amen. But nah, dude.
So Daniel Bryan wins the championship,
And
but it's
does
more
it-
in the way he does. Yeah.
Okay. This takes you back. A lot of people have referenced it too. That monster promo.
Mm-hmm.
He became a monster. This gets into a bigger thing of who all has become heel in the past year, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Brian throws AJ, hits a ref's down, straight to the low blow. Like not even
Not a
a
second
hesitation.
thought. Yep.
Not a hesitation once. Here's the opportunity. I'm gonna go for it.
Yep.
And then knee 1, 2, 3 wins. Can't just win. Then he does some old Bryan Danielson stuff. I'm going to grab your hands and I'm going to stomp your face in.
Yeah.
You're going to get your effing head kicked in. Like the old chant felt like it was back.
Yeah.
WWE fans aren't going to quite pick up on that. But
Right.
still, that was a mean little bastard right there.
Mm-hmm.
Smile was gone. And I hadn't seen that awful face in a long time.
Yeah.
And you know what? That is way more credible than happy. He's doing the Becky Lynch line. That's great. The oh yeah, I'm a mean evil son of a bitch and I can hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you now. Okay.
The difference being though, the crowd
That he
didn't go
has a
with.
Bella in his corner and that makes him evil.
The crowd didn't go with though. They didn't boo. They didn't cheer.
They seemed confused and
Mm-hmm.
scared. It's like, did he just hit him? I thought only Nakamura hits him in the dick.
So-
why did he hit him in the dick? Does everyone just hit him in the dick? It's like that's AJ Styles' job right now.
Get kicked in the dick.
That's what his W-2 says. Professional wrestler / dick hittee.
Get kicked in the dick.
Mhm.
All right.
Here's your 1099, your independent contractor.
All right.
What do you do for a living? No. Does
Get kicked in the dick.
it pay well? I guess. I know the shirts sell better.
Sell gloves too.
That's the I broke Wahoo's leg shirt I want. I kicked AJ in the dick. I want D-Bry to come out in that shirt next week. This would be fantastic.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm willing to see.
Nothing says bad guy quite like Brie Bella congratulating you on Twitter.
I mean, it looks cool. It could be fun. It could be good.
Vicious Daniel Bryan, though. This isn't happy-go-lucky, aw shucks guy. This is, I'm going to out-wrestle you, you big, mean striker MMA guy.
But that's just
It's going to end... Dude, it's
This
going to
match-
end with a small package. I'm getting excited now thinking about it. He's going to small package Brock, and Brock's going to be pissed and go on a goddamn rampage.
the match. I'm sold on because
Yeah.
I've wanted it for years.
But you never thought you were going to get it.
I never ever ever.
Happy-go-lucky Daniel Bryan wasn't going to be vicious enough to get to a point where he's going to be put up to face Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Now that being said,
Mm.
in the long run, I immediately was like, so. I mean, sure, I'm pumped for Daniel Bryan and Mysterio. Like we could see, but I mean, it looks like Mysterio's got Orton right now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Hardy, he's still kind of tangled with Orton.
Okay, you're looking for faces for him to face.
Who are we going to elevate?
Well, we're gonna get a little more of AJ,
Right.
of course.
Of course, that'll be the
But
immediate.
yeah, it's Mysterio, it's Hardy, Rusev maybe. I think you mentioned him earlier
Yeah.
too.
I
but,
mean, Dillinger,
I guess.
but I mean, he's got a lot of elevating to do to get to that level.
not a lot of facious stuff
It's
happening over there.
Bunch of bad guys.
Now, is it a matter of we've I know the face that is going to dethrone the evil that is Daniel Bryan. Only one hero can save us.
Mm-hmm.
He came from Hollywood, Justin. When his hand goes up, your mouth goes shut because
Came
he's
from
here.
Cleveland.
He's here to save. Shut up. He moved. He's here to save you, the lovely Maurice, and the brilliant Monroe Sky. The Miz. Face Miz. We're going to get Face.
I mean,
It gets to the bigger thing of, holy hell, we've had a lot of people that were designed, built, and remarkably believable as good dudes that are not so good dudes no more.
right.
Like, it all goes back to
Please, Ellie, please.
bring Finn to SmackDown. Yeah, to work Bryan. Hell yeah. I'm
Yes.
down for that.
Please.
Because that's where the good brothers are. Hey, just saying.
How awesome would it be? Finn wins the Rumble, challenges Bryan. That's our Mania match.
Jesus.
The Demon versus D-Bry at Mania?
The demon versus the monster.
I mean,
I want Daniel Bryan to come out in a full Baphomet costume goat faced am I? And here he is with horns and like a friggin' pentagram, full on Baphomet Daniel Bryan versus the Demon. And meanwhile, the Undertaker's just sitting over there. This shit's getting weird. How are you doing? Dead. I'm dead. But we had, and I think the very first one that kind of kicked off this weird trend of far beyond what is good was Sami Zayn. When he went evil, I was like, what? All right. And then he was great.
Yeah.
But look who else has gone evil here lately. You've got Becky Lynch.
Yep.
I guess evil. Definitely an edge to her. Daniel Bryan, evil. Shit, who were we just talking about?
Gargano.
Johnny Gargano. The internet has started changing. First of all, when Ciampa turned on Gargano, we had a lot of people saying, that bald F, that dirty piece of garbage. They turned on Ciampa as though he's the worst human being ever. They're now turning on Gargano, and that makes me happy. Calling him a rat-faced POS. That makes me happy. Meanwhile, Gargano is still playing the I did nothing wrong. If anything, I saved William Regal, our esteemed leader from that maniac Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Which is great. Johnny Gargano did nothing wrong. But
that's the hashtag.
All of these good people who are beyond good. Like you see them, you know they're good. They're good people. They've all gone bad, Justin.
I know.
That means we're going to get bad people going good.
Maybe.
It's going to be Miz. Think about the turn that Bryan has had here. If this plays out and goes further, the Miz was right about everything. Daniel Bryan was never going to come back, and he would never succeed being happy-go-lucky dude. He had to be evil, and he had to have that edge if he was going to do anything. And I'm sorry, he was right. The Miz was right. The Miz was a prophet. We didn't even know this. The Miz has been trying to save us for years at this point, Justin. The Miz was right. And now he's the only one that can save us. Or we're going to get another two-man power trip, and they're going to wreck ass on SmackDown. The mouth that won't quit with Mr. Small Package. I'm excited.
Paul Smackage making his return this Friday.
Ooh, brother.
Ooh.
Shut up.
I mean, again, I don't hate it. I'm curious to see. They need to shuffle the deck. I mean, I can.
Hey, what do we do for
I can rely SmackDown on SmackDown to do so. But
when do we do for a shakeup?
That's not until after Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could see people like one or two crossing brands, maybe. Like Asuka technically did by winning the Rumble because she was on Raw. She technically, although she didn't officially challenge Charlotte until after Fastlane, I don't think.
No.
So that would have been like February.
I trust them, dude. And you know what? You know what I like? Heel versus heel. You know what you get when you're willing to embrace the idea of heel versus heel? Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream. You know what? It's going to be good. And as a result, Dream doesn't have to necessarily go face. He gets to lean tween.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And I'm okay with like Miz leading tween.
Yeah.
Okay, you're never going to be sold on Miz as a good guy because he's a natural.
He's just a great asshole.
I'm going to yes.
Phrasing.
I was going to say I don't even want to say a-hole because you know why? He's an asshole. Gutter's mate, first class, Philip asshole.
He's just really good. I mean, it's just like, again, I love Bobby Roode, but he's wasting away as a babyface. Like he'll never see true potential.
That being said, did you see that finishing move with Roode and Gable? Where Roode had him in like the.
Why are we not calling them Glorious and Victorious?
Yeah.
I saw Gable in a robe that said Victorious. Why are they not Glorious and Victorious?
How about Rudy, Willing and Gable? No? Forcing it? Am I forcing it? I force it. Am I forcing it?
Just a little.
Okay.
It's so rare to see a natural good guy. Well, good guys are just hard to come upon.
You
period.
know who were natural good guys? Yeah, that baby face mentality. Nah, man, it's hard to build an underdog, but man, it looks so much fun to be a bad dude.
Now,
That being said, look at say the Usos.
yeah.
Usos were natural. Just hey, look at us, we're happy, we're doing a dancey thing. Oh, okay, that's I'm denigrating a little bit, but at the same time, they were loved.
Mm-hmm.
But when did they become more loved? When it went a-hole and when they showed that they could back it up. And now they're more than just beloved, they're respected.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That being said, we had that Uso promo building into the tag match. Holy
Amazing.
shit.
Amazing.
Dude. Like,
Welcome to the SmackDown Penitentiary.
okay. I think I jokingly said it last week. It's like, come on, the Colognes are going to end up on one of those teams. And I'll be damned, the first team they don't show is the Colognes. And I was like, yeah, these suckers ready to fight. What's up?
I'm in.
Because, why? Good promo. And Usos being fantastic doing it. They made you believe that the Colognes, mi familia.
Yeah.
They said that to the Colognes. The Colognes like, yeah, we're ready to fight. And they talked to the Good Brothers. And you know what? They personally related to each one of them.
Yep.
And then the Sanity. They reached Sanity, to which together we will purge.
Yeah.
And they're like,
God, I want some mic time for EY.
I know, right? All of them. More character is good. More
Yeah.
character transcends everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And do they have a fifth team? Or the Lucha House Party
Let's see.
in with them as well? Or are they...
New Day.
New Day. Okay, that's right. So is Lucha House Party with the Raw?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're on. Were they? Yeah, they were in the Raw Battle Royal.
Yeah, because I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited for. I think 205 Live is getting a good showing. Come Survivor Series, is a fantastic opportunity for them. Lucha House Party is going to be as part of the main roster men's tag. I think the Mustafa Ali Buddy Murphy match is going to be on the main card. What else? You got
Leo Rush.
You got Drakey Poo is they're going to be ringside with AOP, and Leo Rush is cornering with Bobby Lashley.
Lashley.
I can't commit.
Lashley.
Oh, so bad. Oh, so bad.
My man.
My man.
By the way, I do have to say thank you, Andrew O'Hara. It is the thought that counts. He thought about bringing a sign professing my love for Liv.
Professing.
Yeah.
He'd take one professing your love for Liv.
Uh-huh. Because he was going to go Tuesday. What?
Night, I guess.
But he was like, I'm probably going to be too high. I'm not going to be able to do it. And when I say that, just not out of camera. Not on camera.
Okay. I can't hold a sign. I can't feel my arms.
And then
I don't know how I got here. Because of what? Jesus. Good Lord. Oh,
so they shook up Survivor Series, and it's, look,
Are you a little bummed?
Yeah,
You seem a little
lot
bummed.
of bummed.
Justin, you want to feel better?
Yeah.
What else we got happening this weekend?
War Games.
Feel better? Feel
Yeah.
better?
Here's what sucks
You
though,
do.
is I'm gonna
You
fall
feel
in.
better.
I'm gonna fall into typical wrestling fan.
Huh? Okay. What's that?
War Games is gonna be better than Survivor Series.
Survivor Series. I'm always weirdly willing to give a pass because I get hyped for the show rather than the personalities. Would I have preferred to have the personalities there? Absolutely. Are we still going to get some personalities? Yes, of course we are. It's WWE. You have to. But traditional Survivor Series match? Hey, Randy Orton involved?
No.
Uh-huh. So we don't know
Technically,
who's
no.
going to survive now. If it was Orton, you'd know already. But nah. Is Shane involved?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay then. All right, I'm out.
I mean, it'll be what it is, and maybe I'm just.
It'll be a
lowering-
fun cluster, and it'll be a weird. It has that weird, almost kind of house showy vibe.
I'm gonna lower my
It's-
standards.
You're gonna
lower
watch some fun
my
wrestling.
expectations, and
Are you looking for good wrestling? Are you looking for good stories? Leave that shit. Just have some fun. War Games. War
Games is gonna be where it's
you're
at.
going to have some. You're going to enjoy some good wrestling.
Mhm.
Some of the best wrestling in the world with some great storytelling with amazing characters. Like, run down that card for me. Like, you've got the War Games match. Almost seems like an afterthought with the other amazing shit that's happening on that same show.
I feel like Liv needs to see this.
Do you need to flip her so she's looking at you?
I mean, the actual Liv, not, the Liv in Liv's steed. I'm not Bay yet.
He works
Eventually.
on that before the show. By the way.
Eventually.
Mhm.
I still get the feeling she wants me to slide up in them DMs.
You shouldn't, though.
I haven't.
I know these things, Justin.
I haven't.
Okay.
But I feel like she kind of wants me to.
I got a feeling that if you did, that's when you would be unfollowed and blocked.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm?
But
Okay,
she
as long
wants
as you
me
know.
to.
Okay. Yeah. She's busy.
Well, and that's why
Leave
I
her
haven't.
alone.
That's why I haven't
She
yet.
has things to do. Continue your healthy. Like, usually every week, I like to give you garbage. Like, you're going to get a restraining order, you creepy weirdo. But then again, at the same time, I know that you are mean it. Okay.
I love Liv Morgan.
We know.
Do you?
Know what?
I love Liv Morgan.
Heard that about you.
You do?
I did.
I believe.
I believe it, Div.
You do?
I hope that thing shocks your face
I love Liv Morgan.
to the point where you can't speak and it just sounds like.
Have fun doing the show by yourself.
I hope that
Jerk.
I hope your beard catches. It'd be like 10 minutes and be like, I don't know, man. Wrestling's cool. Kaiju Big Battle's awesome, right?
Oh, my God. I wish I would have loaded that video so we could show it.
Okay. Look, some things are timeless.
Mm-hmm.
You told me that video was like a recap of Kaiju Big Battle. It's like, I'm gonna guess the beetle beat the space bug or the alien, right? And you're like, yeah. It's like, yeah, you don't need. Yeah, it's fun and dumb. That's why you check in. Why'd my voice crack? I'm an elderly man. What's going on?
Mr. Simpson, there's
Ah!
going to be a new development here on WrestlePal soon. A new Wrestling Federation promotion will be
What?
coming. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You decide your own level of involvement,
Okay.
but it is happening. Finally, after all these years. Finally, after all these years.
So War Games is going to be your jam this weekend. And it's okay for that to be your jam.
It is.
It doesn't make you a garbage fan going, War Games is better. You enjoy War Games, you enjoy Survivor Series. Enjoy them for different reasons.
Oh, I will.
You've got the War Games match. It's going to be a 4-on-4 match with Undisputed Era. Fantastic 4-man group.
Mm-hmm.
And hot damn, I'm glad Bobby Fish is back because
Yeah.
he's great. Also this week, I don't know if we haven't gotten a chance to watch NXT yet this week, but Kyle O'Reilly coming down, playing the solo tag team title,
Okay.
complete with a leg kick.
Hey.
Hey, what's up with that? So you're getting Undisputed Era versus the War Raiders, Ricochet, and Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne.
It doesn't really seem like much of a team player, but man, he'll scrap with you.
And
And he's
what
going
place
into a
to
War Games
yeah.
match.
What a place to scrap.
I got a feeling, man, he's gonna Ricochet's gonna do ridiculous stuff. War Raiders are gonna be dominant. Undisputed Era is fantastic. I'm looking to Pete Dunne in this match. Remember how we went into last year and it was like Alexander Wolf's a madman.
Yeah.
I got a feeling we're gonna get Madman Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Like he's over as all get out because he's the bruiserweight, for Christ's sake.
Yep.
He comes with a look. He comes with a thing. He's got a belt in his teeth, and he's a happy. Well, he's not very happy, and he's dismissive as all hell. And Rhea Ripley has his haircut now.
Yes.
Rhea Ripley is like the female Pete Dunne. Or the other way
kinda,
around.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's awesome.
Did she already get crowned? Is that
I
that
think
hasn't happened yet.
I think they did episodes 7 and 8 of the UK NXT.
Yeah, they.
I think they're right in the middle of it. They're catching up.
I went from 1 week behind to like 4.
Yeah.
I was like, "What happened?" And I've been watching every week.
Wait, Wolfgang's a bad dude? What happened?
Bad dude.
Or who were you psyched for? Said you got some real heat vibe.
Oh,
Natural
Zach
heat.
Gibson.
Zach Gibson.
Oh
awful,
my
awful human being.
God, because he's Liverpool's #1, and they just boo the living shit out of him.
Good.
Constant. Like it's just constant.
And they're having fun doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's what makes the NXT crowd great. I hope that NXT UK crowd follows the same vibe. And UK fans are, I don't want to say that they're better, but they're different, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Yep.
But also at the War Games, we've got 3 amazing singles matches.
Yeah, we do.
Dude. Okay, which one to even start with?
Well, let's start with the rematch.
Okay.
Shayna is defending the women's championship against Kairi Sane.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then it's 4. So Shayna and Kairi, which is going to be amazing.
2 out of 3 falls.
Is it?
Yeah.
Christ, I gotta watch this week to watch the go home for it. I'm excited for that go home too.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. Other than that, we have. Okay, let's start with this. Let's start with the championship match.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have Tommaso Ciampa,
Tomato Champs. Man, we dare not mention.
versus Velveteen Dream.
Didn't think it was possible. But, I mean, Dream has always kind of been in the middle anyway.
Dream's not going to win, but you know what? It's going to look good, and it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
And it means something because Tommaso's building it up.
He didn't win last year, and look what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's been on the constant up ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Just one match with Aleister Black, and he went from a guy on the roster with potential to one of the hottest things in the company.
And it's goddamn ridiculous. Goddamn ridiculous. Oh, God, were there two other matches or just one other one? The other one's going to be Gargano versus Aleister Black, which is going to be goddamn ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to see... Is this going to be our first time watching heelish Gargano in the ring?
Yes. Unless he wrestled on NXT tonight. Yes.
That I do not know. And I keep wanting to say there was one more match on that card because they usually do the 5, right?
Mm.
Of course, nothing's gonna load now. Awesome. Who am I missing? I'm missing something.
Lars? No, because Lars was. No. I was gonna say EC3 and Cole, but no.
It's not the North American Championship.
I think that's post War Games, EC3 and Cole, because they kind of ran up against each other.
Well, I mean, Cole's going to be busy in the War Games match.
Right. Lars was kind of in, like, crossing with Dream. So it's not... I mean, Lars might still have Matt. Oh, Ono and Riddle.
Is that going to be at the War Games?
I think so. Because he said, whenever your new toy shows up, bro. How crazy is it that Bobby Lashley, Big Show, Nia Jax, Johnny Gargano, Dean Ambrose, Wolfgang, and Daniel Bryan have all turned heel in the last 5 weeks? And actually, I feel like I'm missing someone. This takeover only has 4 matches.
Okay.
Thank you, Andrew.
Weird. Well, you know what?
That means more time.
More time, and that War Games
Because
match
the title,
take forever.
yeah, and the titles are all in that.
In the matches themselves.
So,
yeah, I forgot about Bobby Lashley, and
Lashley's
of
turned
course,
heel.
Big Show went heel.
Dean Ambrose went heel.
Yeah, and I forgot about Dean too.
Yeah, that's the hottest angle right now
Mm-hmm.
in the company. Because Becky's angle is more Becky versus the world, rather than any solitary feud.
And you know what? The thing with Seth is they're not using it as the direct feud. It's a distraction leading into the Nakamura match at Survivor Series. And good for Nakamura for saying, hey.
Broke my heart.
And, like, here's a video on my phone. Look at his face on there. Look at that. I've got my headphones plugged in so it doesn't play audio. I made sure not to screw this up. Look at my phone. What are you doing? He broke my heart. I've done that. He's like, his English isn't that bad. I feel he plays it up a little bit, which, you know what? Good for him.
Uh-huh.
But he's like, I eat Seth. What? I drink Seth. It's like, is he losing something in translation here? He does nothing but think about Seth. Seth hasn't even thought about him once. Broke his heart. So he's going to break his face. Hey, man.
That's
carry
great.
it all by yourself, dude. That's
Yeah.
all right. You know what? Dean will probably interfere in some way, and Nakamura will
I
beat the
assume.
ever-living hell out of him. So Nakamura gets to come out with the bragging rights. Dean looks big as a result. Seth is only going to lose because Dean interfered.
Hopefully this means on the other side of Survivor Series, more Nakamura, too. I think this time off, quote, has been basically just to put some length on Nakamura's reign.
And that lends credibility to him and the title.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets to be weird. Because he's forced, even through a language barrier, to carry himself on his own charisma and personality. And he can.
He can.
And it's going to be great.
The limited amount of time he's shown up on TV recently, he's been amazing.
Yeah. And it's been very, very limited. But what you going to do?
Cry? I could. I don't want to.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hmm?
Okay. No, I'm saving that for my one more thing, if you want.
Okay. Well, so I tried watching Impact.
Okay.
They had
I heard some people showed up.
one night only.
I don't know
or
if you've
No.
watched the most recent, but
No. Last Friday they had one night only or something. 0 hour. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. But there's a place that I can watch some wrestling. So I saw Impact had a thing. I'm like, you know what? This is a good time for me to try
Absolutely.
to take in some Impact.
You know what? Good video package to catch you up on the story, get you involved quick enough, and oh man,
Guess
come
who the
on!
world champion is?
If it's anybody except Eli Drake, then they're wrong.
Okay, well they're wrong.
Shit.
It's Johnny Impact. Now I was psyched because he was gonna wrestle Killer Cross, who he seems like a super interesting character that I'd love to dive into.
Yeah.
But they show Killer Cross, and then it's Johnny Impact with the championship. I'm like, I'm out. And I cut it off.
Oh man, you see, I've always had
I like the guy.
I do too. And
I
he's
really
good.
like him. But nah, man, I don't want to see him as the Impact World Champion. I know that's...
Now, did they play anything with the... Did you watch like the whole show?
No.
Okay,
I
fine.
turned it off. I saw Johnny Impact. I turned it
God
off.
Damn.
Sorry.
Go away, Heat. Jesus Christ. Well,
I like Johnny Mundo. I love Johnny Mundo.
yeah, I'd be fine with John Hennigan or whatever the hell his real name is. I don't care if you just went by John.
Don't give me Johnny Impact. I want nothing to do with that.
Weird, huh? Johnny
Plus-
Mundo is actually a pretty great name.
Plus, he's Johnny as Johnny Impact. He's like super babyface guy. He's better as a bad guy.
He's better as a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah. He teamed with Miz, for Christ's sake.
Yes.
All right.
The answer is always Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne wasn't in 2K18, I don't think.
Have they made anything more of that Austin Aries angle?
I haven't seen anything from it.
Because the whole thing was Aries versus Mundo, or Impact. She's friggin' John. Aries versus John, and John wins with the Starship Pain thing. And Aries immediately no-sells, gets up and leaves.
Yeah.
Just walks away.
Yeah.
And that was going to be a whole thing of, hey, what the hell's he doing? He's going rogue. And if they did something with it, there could be something. But all reports are basically, no, Aries is just done with the company. Bye. Did he really walk out with that as his last thing?
Eek.
Hashtag ick factor.
Yeah.
Because damn, dude. Also, Neville is a goddamn monster.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, don't put that picture up, for the love of God. Are you working on getting that one up? Did Neville just decide, like, I'm going to be...
What the hell?
Like, why, dude?
What is this? I'm back, you shits.
Okay. Did Neville just decide, look, I'm going over here
I'm over here now.
to this company that
Let me look up Bastard Pac.
he potentially too big for? He really could have gone anywhere he wanted to. And he chose where he wanted to go to.
Dragon Gate, which I tried to watch Dragon Gate too.
Yeah?
Didn't work.
Okay. Hey, man, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
It opened up with like 1 billion 5-man tags or 10-man tags. I'm like, and a bunch of Japanese.
Yeah, it's Japanese wrestling for you, though.
Yeah, no thanks.
And that's okay.
Kiss my muscular arse.
Okay, no.
That's what accompanied this photo.
Oh,
and then he retweets himself. Says, I am a steroid-free savage, fueled only by hate and vengeance.
Okay. Wait,
I still
what?
love this profile pic. Crap culture, crap people, crap country. See ya, Japan. I'll be back to tax some gold.
I'm back, you shits.
I'm back, you shits. This fucking photo. So great. You know, other photo is pretty fucking great.
What's that, Justin?
I'll show you. Give me a second.
Hey, that's me. Can't be that one.
This is Liv after seeing me.
Okay. It's not.
God, look how adorable she is.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Can I give you some criticism?
What?
I thought she could. I feel like she could be a little too much.
What do you mean?
I got a feeling if you were hanging out with her, maybe not you, but like just in general, she could be a little much to handle. But that's me. I'm a little more low key.
I think she's an adventure,
Okay.
and I'd love to go on that adventure.
Creep.
That there's zero ick factor there.
Hashtag ick factor.
Let's see. I can't remember who it was, but someone from Impact did an interview and said the directive is essentially don't talk about Aries. I don't know about you guys, but I can live with that.
I
mean, I like Aries a lot.
He's really talented, but he has that reputation from literally everywhere he's been.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Well, because again, I go back to this every time. Zayn and Nakamura was super exciting, really great, talked about match.
Mm-hmm.
Technically the better wrestling match though was on the next takeover, Nakamura and Aries.
Yeah.
Just wasn't as exciting.
And it's just...
I don't even want to know what you mean by that. I'm not... Nope.
I knew you couldn't get past it. I'm sorry. Aw. You made Justin sad. Look at him.
I'm not sad. I just had to put away the Neville. I had to put away the Pac.
Thank you. You shits.
We're back, you shits.
That's how I open the show now? Hey, it's hashtag WrestleBals. You shits.
We're back, you shits.
We're back, you shits. Okay. You know, the more we say it, the less that sounds like a curse word and more like a just endearing greeting. Hey, well, we're back, you shits. It's not bad. I'm going to open with the show with that next week. Remind me, because I will forget.
You will forget.
And it's what I do. And,
You've already forgotten.
And I'm going to feel bad about opening it. What was I going to open with?
Come on, fucking
We're hashtag WrestlePals.
Dummy. Yeah.
We're back, you shits. I wish that there was a video of him saying that so I could get the audio.
I'm sure he says it everywhere he goes. Like the man walks into
Drink it in, man.
Just playing with all that.
Oh, it's creepy. He's got buttons. We don't know what they do. Why are there wrestling clips on them? It's weird. Google it.
Oh, no.
That's a good one.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy?
My favorite part? To doubt El Dan.
Will you stop?
I will. I'm sorry. What?
You said you had one, right?
I do.
Because mine was going to be Pac.
Okay.
All ripped apart.
Well, I think this is a bigger one than that. This may be more than just a passing mention.
Mm-hmm.
A trailer came out for, what is it, Fighting with My Family?
Mm-hmm.
Fighting with Family? I forget what it's
Fighting
called.
with my family.
Basically the kind of Paige biopic.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? The trailer looked pretty decent. I kind of get the feeling they're not billing it so much as a biopic anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, that started that's kind of how it started. But it looks more like a little bit of a kind of comedy. Not so much a documentary anymore. It's telling the story that happens to be Paige's story.
Mm-hmm.
Paige and her brother, and Vince Vaughn is there for some reason. Hey, you know what? The trailer doesn't look bad. Go check it out. Also, Detective Pikachu, because I don't know why. But yeah, and The Rock is pretty predominant in the trailer. You saw the one little teaser thing.
Right.
That's kind of mixed in throughout there, and it's going to follow the story of Paige coming from a wrestling family, and I was okay with the story, and I was okay with the movie, and I was like, it's going to be okay. And then I saw in the trailer a whole lot of Nick Frost, and now I'm sold because he's great.
All right.
And it looks like it's going to be good and fairly well acted, and just is going to get kind of a behind the scenes and not necessarily behind the scenes. You're going to get the story told well, more as a movie than a documentary. And I think that was a better way for them to go with it.
Yeah.
They're following through on it, and it's going to be good, unlike this song.
Because
Because this song's just great.
Wherever this goes, I'll see you
I'm not
there.
going to shit on
The
you.
problem.
Not in front of your face anyway.
Oh,
Save it for later.
save it for later.
Curse you into my pillow. That doesn't sound
Weird.
good. That's creepy.
Has that ick factor.
Does.
Your WrestlePals don't, though.
Half of us anyway. You choose. Hey, everybody. Thank you for watching hashtag WrestlePals. I'm trying to condense this down a little bit. I'm already failing. Go ahead. I broke it. Oh, it's broken. Oh, no.
I love Liv Morgan. I love Liv Morgan.
I don't know which button to press to stop you. Oh, not that one. Oh.
I'm on a megaphone.
Okay, everybody. Hashtag WrestlePals. If you dig us, dig what to do. It's Facebook.com. Let's search for WrestlePals VA. That's the page. Go there, participate, join in the chat. We like seeing it here. Antagonize this crazy monkey over here. our own little personal Jun Sakai. What's up? No. You have to dive and cut your forehead open and wear goggles for some reason. Japan's a weird place, man. If you want to see the back catalog, video catalog, YouTube. Search for hashtag WrestlePals. Spell it out. If you want the audio version, you don't want to see us. It's completely understandable. I don't want to see Justin right now. Not him doing the victory dance anyway. Go to any place where you get podcasts, dude. Go to iTunes, go to Stitcher, or go to Spotify. We like Spotify now because they're okay with us. What's up? Or, you know what? If you want to support, you want to... God damn it. If you want to support, go to patreon.com/ohhijustin.
Please consider doing that.
Oh Hi Justin, because that's where WrestlePals lives.
Times is tough.
That's what keeps the WrestlePals running. And not only that, you get way more than just WrestlePals. You get Deprogrammed, which is the finest music show that has ever been. Not just on the internet anymore, Justin. Not just in pod form, but has ever been.
Weird.
Yeah, you can say that now. I said it. You can quote me. Go ahead. You will. Also the home for These Ghouls original tracks and covers.
Oh, I can't do it right now.
It happens. It's
Yeah.
weird. Go see what he's doing. He's doing a lot of weird stuff over there.
Plus
And is
44
that
tomorrow.
not enough? No, there's the Oh Hi Justin Pod, a daily delve into the madness of this madman. That's
Yeah.
actually not a bad tag right there. But, I mean, it's not really madness. It's just, kind of like,
Garbage thoughts.
well, exploration of the human mind, where your head happens to be in that day and that time.
Yeah, today it was sick.
Yeah. I haven't listened yet.
I didn't talk very long.
It's okay. It happens. Sometimes they're longer when they need to be, right? But if you want to get in touch with us individually, that's it's easy to get a hold of Justin.
That's true.
You can put hashtag WrestlePals on literally any form of social media. He will find it. Or you can go to him directly at the Hulkster on
That's
Twitter.
me.
It's legit at the Hulkster. Or you can tweet at WrestlePalsVA. It's him too, but that's the more wrestling-oriented one. Take your pick. It's
Yeah.
both him.
If you want to see me tweeting about like the 90s Nitros,
Jump in. Save him from himself. It's okay. At the Hulkster on Twitter. That's where you can find Justin. He'll answer, and you know what? He appreciates the participation. Listen to the stuff from the patreon.com/ohhijustin. Let him know what you think about it. The interaction. If you can't give a buck, the interaction means a hell of a lot too. Do it. If you want to get in touch with me, best of luck to you at the Nate Project. I guess I appreciate it. I don't know how to.
tearing me apart, Liv!
I don't know how to. I don't know how to show that appreciation, but feel free to tweet at the Nate Project. It'll make me feel weird and ruin
I
my day.
tweeted you.
Son of a bitch! I said don't tweet at the Nate Project.
Oh,
I don't know. Close it. The music's over. Goddamn hashtag WrestlePals. Play the other one. What do we do? What do we do? Play some more. Okay. Is that enough?
no.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.